Happy Friday, everyone. Calvin James here from Calvin James Curates with my first crazy Calvin story. I'll be doing these type of videos in between my writing tips videos and doing some music stuff. So this is the first one. Here we go. I'll give you some background. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and one of the many tenets of that religion, like many others, is that you are not supposed to have sex before you get married. So I wasn't interested in having sex in high school, but what was even more of a deterrent is that two of my good friends got girls pregnant in high school. So in conjunction with not wanting God to be angry at me and not wanting to be a parent at 18 years old, I was so not interested in having sex. I didn't worry about carrying condoms, didn't really know what birth control was for. I think I had this weird idea that if I didn't know those things, that would even make me less susceptible to fall into the trap. And the other thing I thought was, I'm not going to talk anybody into having sex. I'm not interested. And no girl's going to talk me into having sex, so I ain't got to worry about it. At the end of my senior year, I started dating this girl. And out of the blue one day, she tells me she's going on birth control. Now, if you didn't see my last video on text versus subtext, let me give you a quick rundown. So in a story, text is what a character is saying and what you think they mean. But subtext is what they really are saying underneath, what's not being said. So in this situation, it would have been good to know her subtext. So she says to me one day, well, I'm going on birth control. That's what she's saying. But what she's really saying is this: I'm going to you. I was completely oblivious to this because I thought I'd made it clear that I wasn't interested in having sex. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But when she told me she was going on birth control, my response was, okay. But what I was thinking was this. It's kind of personal. I don't know why you're telling me. Good luck. So there were a couple of attempts, but I held out for like 2 weeks. She says one day, hey, let's go hang out at my cousin's apartment, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. We can, watch some movies and hang out and stuff. So we go to her cousin's apartment, and I'm like, wow, this is really nice. Well, where's your cousin? Why are we here all by ourselves? I literally thought I was going to die, like God was going to kill me. That's how terrified I was. But after that night, I was still alive. And the next night, I was still alive. And the next time, I was still alive. So after about, I'd say 2 weeks, I was transformed into the superhero, the fornicator. And I realized someone lied to me. You do not, die, or God doesn't get super angry at you if you have sex before you get married. In fact, the first commandment God gives Adam and Eve is to be fruitful and multiply. So maybe it's exactly what he wanted us to do. I wasn't interested in the multiply part, just the fruitful part. So what is the moral of this story? The moral of this story is for parents with boys. Educate your sons. You think that they might be the ones trying to talk you into having sex? These girls are devious. They are plotting while you're playing Xbox, and before you know it, your video game system is gone and you got a girlfriend. Okay, time for shameless advertisement. So for those of you who might be watching my videos for the first time, Calvin James Curates. I write children's books, novels, and music promoting truth, kindness, friendship, love, and hope. I have released 3 award-winning children's books. The first one, The Colored Water Fountain. The second one, Christmas Sunrise. This is actually a sing-along book. So in this book, you can scan the QR code from each story, and it'll play a song for you. And lastly, River, Tales of the Mother of the Sun. So you can buy any 3 of those at Amazon, or you can go to my website and order it through there. You can also listen to my music at my website. If you just go to this little part right here on your phone, click music, you can listen to all my tunes. So that is today's first crazy story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next week. Be safe. Keep the faith. Calvin James Create.